on, let's go. Morning. You want to come get the sheep in? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so I just got a phone call from Dad this morning. He is heading back up to Oak Park, which I think it was my last video. If you watched that, we had some sheep up there on agistment. He's just getting organised to bring the last of those back, but he rang me this morning and said there's a sheep out on the out of the paddock just up by the house here, so we're just going to sneak up here and hopefully get him back in to where it belongs. And somebody was just a little bit antsy to get out of the house, so having breakfast on the road, huh?
French toast.
French toast. Oh, well, here she is. She's sending it.
Where you going, silly girl?
She's just straight line bolting. See you later. I've got to get down and open up the gate first, this old girl. I can see that sheep just running straight back up the road, the direction that I have to chase it back down. Trying to handle one sheep on its own is the most frustrating thing you'll ever do.
Your own smarts. Oh no!
Don't turn around. You just try and caress her into that gate there. I'll run her back again. Yes, with one sheep, they do whatever the hell they want and they will never go where you want them. But in a pack, they just do whatever the pack does. This is not going well at all. Try again. I think this is about the third or fourth time pushing her down. Now we've got Stacey and that standing down there on the road. Hopefully we'll get her into the gate. You dopey animal, go back into your gate. Oh, she was running right towards it. Go in. Oh, you're kidding me! Oh, oh, you're joking. She was like half a metre away. I can't believe that.
She was going right towards the gate.
She was like 2 feet away from the gate.
That's why I didn't go over then.
And she looked like she was running in. Now look at her.
I know. Alright, we'll stay back here.
Okay.
Jeez.
Hello.
This sheep is so silly. Don't like this sheep.
Alright, better go. She's going to go up to the bitumen here. Moments like these you wish you had a dog, but unfortunately Dad's got the good dogs with him, so I'm just going to have to persist. Anyway, she decided that she didn't want to run anymore, so I just picked her up and put her in the back of the ute and I've dropped her in the paddock now. That was a lot harder than it needed to be, my goodness. What do you think? That was the world's dumbest sheep, wasn't it?
That was infuriating.
That was infuriating.
And I guess that's why you don't like dealing with sheep.
That's why I don't like dealing with sheep.
What did you think of that sheep?
It was dumb.
It was dumb. You're gonna get a wet bottom sitting there. Alright, come on.
Hopefully that's not a sign of the way the rest of the day is going to go.
Oh, it can't get worse.
It can't get any worse than that.
That was basically unsuccessful.
Oh, that was an epic failure. Oh well, we got her back in the paddock, so I guess it's not really.
And then she didn't want to get out of the ute.
Nah.
And then I was like, she's so going to jump out of the ute and leg it towards the open
I know,
gate.
so I thought I better go in a long way, otherwise she'll hop out the back of the ute and run straight back out the gate.
Oh no.
Well, that was a fun little expedition. I think I need a refreshment after that. That was stressful.
She doesn't want to go.
think she just wants to go back
A
and chase more sheep.
As in a hot chockey, or a refreshment
Just as in a
drink?
cold drink. Cold glass of water. Alright, I am officially refreshed. Let's get back to it. Alright, now I need the loader. I need the forks on the loader. The problem is the bucket's on the loader at the moment. And while the bucket's on there, I've got about, I don't know, half a ton to a ton of barley left in the shed over here that we need to get out. Then the shed's basically cleaned out, ready for the new season crop to go in it. However much that will be, I don't know. But while I'm in the ute, I'm going to run down to this paddock of wheat at the back here and show you guys what's going on, because yeah, we're in a bit of trouble. If you watched any of my videos earlier and I said that September is a make or break month for us, well, September is trying to break us. We've had virtually no rain all month. I think we've had about 15 millimeters scattered over a couple of different events. So yeah, it's getting dry. It's getting very dry. I really don't know how well this is going to show it on the camera here, but yeah, this crop's starting to shrivel up. You can see the flag leaf and that here, it's starting to all curl over like that. Just don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it's stressed. This crop is getting seriously moisture stressed. Starting to abort some of the heads on the secondary tillers. You see the head's gone all pinched up on the top there. Small heads, it's just struggling. It's stressed out. It's going, you know what, I need to start to make some seed, and I need to do it in a hurry. So yeah, we need some rain, and we need it yesterday. Like, we need a good inch of rain, and it's not coming. Here's a prime example here. You look at this head here. See how it's just completely pinched off at the top? It's started to send the head up the boot, and it's just said, you know what, there's no more moisture. We cut it off, and we're going to get that head out and start trying to make some grain. So very disappointing. Very disappointing. This was a very nice looking crop. If we did get some rain, it's still got potential, don't get me wrong, but it's shaping up not to be a very nice year. So we'll wait and see what happens over the next week or so. We're running out of time for rain. We need it. We need it now. We need it in the next week or so, really. On the bright side though, the barley here is about as high as the fence, and the heads are almost fully out of the boots, and I feel like 10 millimeters of rain on that would just about get it over the line. I think that could still be an average crop, so, or maybe better. I don't really know. I mean, it looks phenomenal. We don't really grow barley that looks like that very often. Like, that's a monster crop. Be a shame to harvest it with no grain in it though. Anyway, that is enough of that. Enough of hearing about our problems. I need to go shovel some grain. So there was just like an awkward amount of grain left in the back half of the shed here after we sold all this. It wasn't enough for the buyer to come back for another load, so we're just cleaning out the shed. We'll just store it. Dad will probably have some sheep to feed at some point, so we'll use it for that. We're just going to clear the shed out here so it's ready for this year's crop, if there is any. I was cleaning this out the other day, and I got sick of breathing in grain dust, so I gave up on it. And I thought, before I take the bucket off, I better come back and get the last of it out. It won't be a sad time when the old grain shed there is empty. I'm glad that's done. Alright, this is what I need, the welder. I need to get that on the loader and take it around to the big shed, because I have some welding jobs to do on the header. Ah, the joys of not having a big enough workshop to fit all your machinery in. One day. One day. Steady as she goes, steady as she goes. Are you guys sick of looking at this thing yet? This has definitely been a marathon, not a sprint, trying to get this ready for harvest. Just waiting on parts. Me and Stacey got married the other week. We were doing lamb marking. We've been away for a few days. I have not had a good run at this at all. So I got a couple of welding jobs to do on here today, and then I'm just waiting on one more lot of parts, and then I should actually finally be done with this thing. We're getting there. Now, I got to weld a patch up on the top of this tailings elevator. Now, I'm not too sure whether the welder will reach from the ground. I think it should. Let me go have a look. Might be alright, but what I might do is actually move the truck out, then I can come in with the loader near the front wheel and just have it up another foot or two off the ground. That way I'll definitely make it. Guess I better disconnect these batteries before I do any welding. I don't want to fry anything. Well, better get into it, I guess. It's just, I don't really love welding. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I'm really not all that good at it, but you know, the thought of coming down and doing a spot of welding in the morning, it doesn't really get me up and get me going, if you know what I mean. So this is what I'm dealing with here. I've got this hole in the tailings elevator, and what I have is a little plate here that I got welded, bent up and cut up yesterday, and that's just going to go like that, and then we're just going to put some tack welds on here and some silicone around the edge. Job done. Oh, having this light on is mucking around with my welding helmet. It makes the lens flick on and off. So I go to start welding, I can't see what I'm doing. Well, that was every bit as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, what have we got going on there? I just put a brand new screen protector on this, and I think a bit of metal or something from the welder has gone and hit the lens protector. I don't know whether you guys can see the spot on the lens. That is going to be a bit of a problem. That is very annoying. I think it might be off to the side enough. I got another welding job, and this one here I'm really not looking forward to doing. It is up under there. The access is absolutely terrible, so I'm going to have to try and climb under there and weld. Alright, you guys might as well come down here and have a look at what I'm dealing with. Come down to the little hidey hole. Oh, you know, I'm 6'2", and this is not convenient for me. This is a job for smaller people. So basically there's a crack running down there. It's a bit hard to see with the camera now. Thinking about putting a little bead across there because it's a bit open, and then there's another crack running down there as well. So that's what I'm dealing with. Wish me luck. Oh, I tell you what, that's funny. Like, I don't know. I tried to set the welder up as good as I can out here. I practice on a bit of metal, just make sure it's doing a nice clean bead, and then you go up under there, and if you haven't got all the paint and everything cleaned out, you got the welder pointing up, the handle up as you're welding, and it just, I don't know. I'm not a welder, like I said, but you know, it's done now. I'm very happy about that, let me tell you. I'm going to leave this video here, guys. I have a dentist appointment shortly, and I need to go in and get some paint and a few other things, so I'll leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Oh yeah, that there. Don't worry about that. That's just pest control.